Okay guys, so the Christmas season of 2023 is coming to a close. And this will probably be, most likely be, my last Christmas craft of 2023. And it's going to be a wreath. So come on and I'll show you how I made it. Let's go. So this video is going to be a little bit different just because I am just going to put together this wreath. And I'm not really sure exactly what I'm going to use. I have an idea. I have some stuff sitting off to the side. But as I use it, I'll tell you where I got it from. So I know that I'm going to put this ribbon on here. And I got this ribbon from Dollar General. And so that's what I'm going to start with. I'm going to do a base. Everything that I want on the base of my wreath before I start building on top of it. So let me pop this open. There we go. And then we're just going to start putting this on our wreath. Going to just loop it like this. Just start it with a little loop. About like that. I'm going to take that loop and I'm going to use one of these to twist it onto the wreath. Just like this. Just like that. There we go. And then I'm just going to loop it again like this and just attach it to another piece like this. It's really easy. And then just spread it out and then I'm going to keep going until I get to the other side. So that's all you do is just create little loops and then attach them with the little wreath itself on the little limbs off of it, branches. And that's how easy it is to just attach some ribbon to your wreath. So I'm just going to continue around here until I get to the other side. And so right now I'm just continuing on with that ribbon, and I'm going to go back and forth from left to right. That's how I do it until I reach around to the other side. It will probably, take you a few minutes and so you can get it exactly how you want to get it. And then I'm just going to go back and fluff the little loops a little bit here. So just take your time and make the loops look exactly how you want them to look. And I forgot to say my wreath came from Hobby Lobby. It was I think nearly the cheapest wreath they had in the Christmas section, $13.99, but then it was half off of that, so $7. Sorry if you hear my dogs barking. Alright, so we're done with step 1. And we'll be on to step 2. Also, I am crafting in my jammies right now. And that's just how this morning is going. Okay, I put y'all in the center for now. I don't know if that's a better view. I'm hoping it's better. Hopefully I'll have a better setup soon for doing this with y'all. Okay, so next thing I decided to use were these picks I got from the Hobby Lobby, like the little icy ones, like little icy branches. And then I'm just going to cut off. They don't need to be this long, so I'm just cutting them about halfway. I'm just scoring them with my scissors. I do have some like wire cutters somewhere, but if you don't, score them with your scissors and just bend it back and forth and it'll eventually pop off. So with each one of these, we're going to kind of do like we did with the ribbon. So we're just going to place it where we want it and then use one of these, one of the branches from the wreath to just wrap around. You can wrap it around a couple times and that'll hold it there, and these are kind of adjustable too. just like that. And it's in there. And if you need to, you can go back and add a little hot glue in there when you're done placing them, and then have them all adjusted the way you want. So we're going to go where each limb is actually going the same way. So we're not going to turn it this way. Well, I'm not going to turn it this way. I'm going to make every limb go in the same direction. And I'm just placing it where I think it looks good. Some might be over the ribbon, some might be under the ribbon. So this one's going to go under, and then just so you can see what I'm doing, I'm taking this right here and I'm just wrapping it to hold it in place. Just like that. And so I'm going to continue around the whole wreath. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these. And my wreath is a size 24 inch. It's a 24-inch wreath. Just going to continue to score and get these off and add them to my wreath. Okay, so right now I'm just going around and finishing up these picks. Okay, I'm adding my last one right now. And the great thing about these little picks right here, this specific one, is it was only 99 cents. 99 cents. But then they were half off of that, so 50 cents. So there we have all our little icy branches on. I'm liking the way this is looking so far. I'm making this wreath for my papa, so I want it to look very, very nice. Alright, so we got all the icy branches on, and we'll be on to the next step. Okay, so the next thing I have are these ornament clusters that I made in a previous video. If you want to learn how to make those, you can go watch my previous video, and it's a short video. It's only like 5 minutes. So I'm going to I have 4 of these, and I'm going to just kind of look at them as I place them to see how exactly I want to place them. So right now I'm just placing them on the wreath to see where I want them before I tie them on with a pipe cleaner. The way they're made with the pipe cleaner, I'm just going to tie them around the back or kind of like around the wire. You know how there's wire in the back of a wreath? I'm going to try to split this apart and get down to that wire. That's where I'm going to attach this to. This is probably going to be the hardest part, just attaching these to this wire down here. Now if you can't get it attached, you can probably just attach them to the limbs, just like we were attaching everything else so far. But I'm going to try to attach it and then twist the 2 pipe cleaners together. I think I got it. I got it on there. Yay! So what I did was the 2 ends of the pipe cleaners that I left, you'll see that in the video that I made. I just, wrapped it around the back of this wreath and attached it to the wiring. So I'm going to continue to do that, and then we'll be back. I think this was the hardest part, just trying to twist these pipe cleaners together on the back side. And so I'll show you in a second how it's probably easier to just flip it over. Also, if you need to, you can flip it over and attach from the back. I tried attaching from the front first. That way I kind of had it set the way I want it. And flip it over and just make sure they're really on there securely. Okay, so this is what we have so far. And once you get them all set, then you can go back and take the limbs and you can adjust them to kind of come between, wrap and be intertwined into the cluster. And those can be last minute adjustments too. Just the last thing you do is go back and just adjust these little limbs and stuff like that. And so that is what we have at the moment. All right, so we're looking pretty good. Sorry I don't have a wider camera at the moment. I'm doing my best with what I got, right? That's what you gotta do sometimes. All right, so we got that on there. And the next thing I'm gonna do is add, I had like from my clusters, I just had like leftover ornaments. So, you know, whatever ornaments you have laying around that might match, I'm just going to kind of fill in between. And I think that I'm going to, I'm trying to think if I want to hot glue these or not. Okay, so I got my hot glue gun ready. And I think I'm gonna hot glue, so that's what I decided. Hot glue it is. And you can just like, start placing your ornaments like where you think they'll look good before you hot glue them. They'll kind of just stay there for the moment. We'll put this here. Put one here. Just kind of whereabouts you think, you know, you might like to have one. I don't have any more whites, so I'd probably use more whites, but you know, at the end, it's still gonna look beautiful. It'll be fine. I'll put this one here. I have one more. I think I'll just put it right here. Okay. It won't stay for now. And then I'm just going to go and add a pretty good glob of hot glue around that topper. I'm just going to stick it in there where I want it to go. And these are just, you know, they're filling in holes. Which makes it look a lot nicer. Every little step matters. So I'm going to put this on super speed while I get all of these ornaments glued on. Just make sure you put enough glue on there and just glue them in there. Okay, now that we got these all glued on, we're going to go on to the next step, which is I'm going to glue on some pine cones. These are mini pine cones, came from Hobby Lobby. Only $3.99, but then they were half off. So let's go ahead and get started with that. Okay, so now I got all my little pine cones over here. And I'm going to just start adding them randomly where I think they should go. I'm probably going to put my bow down here when I add a bow. So I'm just going to think about that when I'm doing it. And I'm just hot gluing them on. I'm not being real strategic, just filling in some spaces. Alright, so we're just going to put this on super speed and look at those hands go. Okay, now I got all my pine cones placed where I like them. And I'm going to add my bow. And you can make your bow, or you can just buy a pre-made bow. Whichever you want to do. And I have the twist tie, or the pipe cleaner, that I'm going to just attach it here with. Okay, so now I'm just trying to get that bow securely attached on there, and it just takes a minute. And then I'm going to start adjusting my loops. So let's just fluff all these little loops on the bows. And I personally am trying to think of how I want the center for this bow. I don't know if I just want to keep it simple and like put a couple pine cones in here. You could just put a couple little pine cones in here like that, you know, and just keep it simple. Or I have this, I have a couple things to choose from. I have this little Merry Christmas y'all truck I could put in here. Like that. I have this little Christmas tree. This Christmas tree I got from Dollar General. This little truck, if you like it, I got this from Hobby Lobby, and it was half off. I think it was $3.99 and then half off. I also have a Santa Claus that I got from Dollar General. And I'm just not sure which one I want to go with. I think I'm just going to go with pine cones in the center. It's a nice little pine cone. I'm just going to glue it in. This is some high temp glue right here. And these glue sticks, the glue sticks I got came from the Dollar Tree Crafter's Square. They seem to be, that glue seems to be working really good. So I think I'll put 3 in here. Okay, let's just speed through the gluing on of these pine cones. And then just adjust all your loops. That glue is probably still setting. And then I think I'm going to add one more thing. Okay, so I think I'm going to go ahead and add a few of these. Got these from Hobby Lobby. They were 50% off. Just pour some out right there. And I'm just going to hot glue some of these here and there. Just where I think they would add a little sparkle. You see the steam coming off this hot glue? And I plan on getting a different tripod that will raise a little bit higher, so this would be easier, and the angles will be easier to get for y'all to see better. But right now I'm just making do with what I have. So I'm gonna finish up putting these around here and there, and then we'll be done with the wreath. Or maybe not done, because we're gonna see if I'm gonna hang this or not. I'll have to decide that, and then I'll show you the finished project. So see you soon. So I did hang the Merry Christmas Y'all truck in the middle, and this is the finished wreath. I'm just thrilled with how it turned out. It looks so good on my papa's door. My papa loves it too, which makes me even more happy. And the little pine cones in the middle of the bow turned out great. I love the little gold berries I added too. And the ornament clusters look adorable. I'm just really happy with how it turned out. If y'all like my video, please like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next craft. Merry Christmas, y'all!